Dan Bailey to resume bowling. And just slightly wide down leg side. You need to adjust that really quick. Much better ball in the air and caught. And that's the first wicket. First wicket down will be 1 for 35 and just down to mid-on for a single. Big off drive there by Bakriti for a boundary 4 runs. Dan needs to find that length, get back to his wicket taking balls. Straight down the ground again and beats the fieldsman straight over the bowler's head. 4 more runs. That's the end of the over. This Adelaide All-Stars are 1 for 45. Yeah, and looks like Steve will bowl out to save his body from seizing up later on and having to come back and bowl. Ling tonight, straight through him, between middle and off stump. Nathan Knight went the big shot, didn't pick the line, didn't pick the length, and the ball picked the stumps. Yeah, good ball, good opening ball, driven out to covers, it's taken the single. Going deep. It's going to be 6 runs over mid-on, between mid-on and mid-wicket. Well struck by Bakiri, between mid-on and mid-wicket. Well struck by Bakiri, Bakriti. And Diplock won't like that. He'll have to adjust his length there. Short again. Dispatched for 6 more runs. Good comeback ball. That 12 runs though would have hurt the Greenhills Giants. You don't want consecutive boundaries and especially not consecutive sixes. I can understand it would be a little bit slippery the ball, but Jared needs to adjust that length. And dispatched down to fine leg for another 4. He won't be happy. Giants will really be looking at trying to tie it up in the next few overs. They've brought Luke Thomas on. Big hitting bowler. Does well with the bat and the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he gets any purchase. It's up, it's coming towards us here in the stand, and that's going to be 6 runs. Beautifully struck by Shane Bakriti. Luke won't be happy with that. Quicker ball. Dispatched to the offside, and that pierces the field, and that's going to be 4 more runs. Cairns on strike, slightly faster ball. Tried to cut in a good ball. He needs to really reel this in, Luke Thomas. He won't be used to this, getting dispatched early in a spell. Oh, and that's gone high and hard, but is anyone there? I think it's going to fall short. Jesse Varley, safe hands. He's a whippet looking at the double play. A couple of these older players used to play for a team in the Maitland competition called the Wallace Creek Whackers, and they used to whack the ball really good. It's a long time ago, and a lot of those guys are retired now. Although the older statesman, David Ling, still playing outdoor at the moment. 62 years of age, older than the hills. Dip block, dispatched down. Jesse Varley takes the catch. And Jesse Varley, he's a whippet in the field. And they can't afford to be, looks like only the single. So that outfield is still very slippery. These wet conditions maybe actually suit in Adelaide. And caught behind, there's a wicket, another one down. Great bowling, awesome bowling. Luke Thomas now would have 2 for 12. You do that, you can pick up extra runs. And bowled him. Just sort of a length, didn't get up. Batsman was through the shot too early. Thomas gets another wicket. Only one run there. He possibly could let that go and it would have been a wide. But Thomas has got away with that. And every wide in the last over has got to be re-bowled. Oh, and that's a good ball. He went for the stumping and given out. Excellent ball by Luke Thomas. Excellent stumping by Travis Ling. That'll reduce the third man for a single. It's Travis Ling taking the first run in the chase of 135. Tyson Cairns the bowler. Oh, and he's got onto that and caught. David Cox after a great, just didn't quite get onto it. I'm sure the Greenhills Giants will be trying to just pick these runs off early on and get a few, and if they can keep wickets in hand, use their middle order. They don't want to be losing wickets early on. Travis Ling goes square, and that's all the way to the boundary. That'll be 4 runs. Travis doesn't look like he wants to do much running. He's got a sore knee. Joe Stevens has 35 matches, 114 overs, 32 wickets at 28.93, economy rate of 8.12. It's well picked off his hips by Bailey. Not running, still slowing up. Fieldsman's going to get to it. No, he doesn't. He actually kicks it over the boundary for 4. That's a well-noted boundary for the Greenhills Giants. A little bit of sloppy fielding by the Adelaide All-Star. Oh, beaten again. Bowling well, Tyson Cairns. He's found a good length straight away. And that's going to be a danger to the Greenhills Giants. They need to get back the ball, turn the strike over, keep the runs ticking. Short of a length, pulled down to fine leg, and that'll go all the way to the boundary for 4. That's what you need to do, Dan. Wait for the ball, let it come onto the bat. And that can sometimes get wicked. It's a stuttery run. He's all over the place. Sometimes that can put batsmen off. Dan Bailey does bowl spin himself and actually advises that he likes advancing down the wicket to spin himself. Not afraid to leave his crease. Oh, he's headed in the air there, and that's in danger. He's taken the catch. Travis Ling is out. Travis Ling 27 off 18. And that's what we're talking about. Just sits back on it, Dan Bailey. Pushes it for a single on the offside. Out to mid-wicket. Out to cover. Goes long. And that's where he goes. We're talking about it. If you don't get onto the ball on here, and it sticks a little bit, that's the trouble the Greenhills Giants are having. Even when they're hitting it well, they're straight to fields when they're only getting 1. They're not piercing the field, they're not hitting it between the field, and they're not hitting it over the field. Dan Bailey sees it going down leg, gets it away well. Will it run? This one's run. That's a run for 4. That's what they've got to wait on. Put those bad balls away. That's what they haven't been doing. Dan's bowler. A lot of bowlers, and nearly every bowler I know, when it goes up off your own bowling, you try and get there and at least try and get a hand to it. And sometimes they'll stick. Didn't even attempt it. High into covers and just a single. Oh, full toss to Dan. As Dan dispatched it as he placed it, he's placed it beautifully for 4. Out through your mid-wicket. Beautiful 4 by Daniel Bailey. Get you thinking as a batsman. You're not going to advance down in case you miss it. But when you stand your ground, just holding in the pitch and not letting you get a half volley onto it. He's got it, and it's over for 6. On that side for Jesse Varley, he didn't really go hard at it, but just picked it off, and it's 6 runs to Varley. Jesse gets onto it. It's up in the air into cover. McCready takes it, but they get the single. Can't get out on a free hit. And McCready will be disappointed in himself at that. First bowling the one too high, then bowling the wide, which let the free hit go for another ball. Oh, Blenman bowled.